Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. I am happy to say this is episode number 125. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting middle is benzobenone. It has both side phenyl group and ketone. You are using hydroxylamine and HCl. Then acid hydrolysis, you are using bromine and ferric bromide. They ask you to find the product. The products are nitrogen insertion between carbonyl and benzene and the bromine attachment. Where the bromine attach? Bromine will attach ortho or para or N ring or CO ring. So from the hydroxylamine and ketone you might guess it's a naming reaction and selective bromination definitely occurred here. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal contains ketone, you are using hydroxylamine. So what really happened is hydroxylamine is substituted to the O there. You are using hydrolysis which is acid one. So definitely it's a Beckmann rearrangement. In Beckmann rearrangement the trans group migrates. Here both groups are same, so migration won't be a problem. So hydroxylamine converts NOH into CONH amide. So you have the amide both side phenyl group attached. Next step you are using a bromine and ferric bromide. So what really happens is where the bromine attached. Bromine attached to the N ring, not to the CO ring, because CO is the electron withdrawing group, nitrogen is the electron donating group. Nitrogen makes the ring very electron rich, so the attack can happen on ortho or para. The thermodynamically more stable para will be formed because there is a less steric effect there. So the answer is clearly C. Here you have to learn two important things. One is Beckmann rearrangement. Beckmann rearrangement always trans group migrate, the product will be amide. Second thing is bromine. Bromine plus attacks the electron rich ring, here the amine ring. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is the proton abstracted pyrrole compensated by potassium ion. You have chloroform and base, sodium ethoxide. They ask you to find the product. The products are 4 types. Surprisingly, the product have 6-member amine ring, which is pyridine ring. You have attachments. You have substitution, whether chlorine substitution or ethoxide substitution or substitution happen in the second position or third position. So from the question to product you might understand that ring is opening with aromaticity. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having chloroform using the base. Base abstract the proton, you have carbene formation. This is a very standard procedure for carbene formation. If you use base and chloroform you have carbene. Next step you are attacking the carbene in the ring. The 5-member ring has the double bond get methylated. So what really happens is methylated attack. You have ion inside the ring. To quench the ion as well as to establish the aromaticity, the charges mobilize and ring is opened. So you have 6-member ring with chlorine attachment. Chlorine leaves during the charge transfer. So only one chlorine is there. So if you read that nicely, answer is C. What is special here? You are converting 5-member aromatic ring into 6-member aromatic ring. Here you have to learn two important things. One is carbene preparation. If you have chloroform and base, you might think of carbene preparation. Second thing is carbene reaction. Here carbene insertion reaction is demonstrated and ring opening is occurred. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is anisole attached with orthobromine. The product is containing metacyanide. So we are converting orthobromine into metacyanide. They ask you to find the reagents. Whether reagents are sodamine and liquid ammonia or the acetate or copper cyanide or sulfuric acid, nitric acid or the Grignard reagent in acidic condition. So there are the possibilities and the order. You have to guess the order of conversion because you are converting ortho substitution into meta substitution. From the reactant to product, you might guess cyanide attachment to the meta ring is the real question here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal, you have bromine in the benzene ring. You can use sodamide. Sodamide, if you use it, what really happens is benzene is formed by HBr elimination. The sodamide abstract the proton, promote the Br elimination. So HBr eliminates, you have benzene formation, which is double bond in the benzene. Next step, you are attacking with sodamide. Sodamide attack on the third position, not on the second position. Because if it attack on the second position, anion form at 3. If it attack on third position, the anion form at 2. 2 will be stabilized by O-methyl. 2 will be stabilized by O-methyl. So what really happens is you have attack on the third position. So amine formed on the third position. Next step, you are using NaNO2 and HCl. It's a kind of diacetization. N2 plus forms the, you are using the copper cyanide. Copper cyanide converts N2 plus into Cn. So the conversion occurs through the series of reagents, sodamide, NaNO2 and HCl and copper cyanide. Here what is special? Because you are attacking Cn minus to the benzene ring. Directly it is not possible because benzene is electron rich, Cn minus is electron rich. Direct attachment is not possible, it happened through multiple steps. Moreover, methoxide is the orthopara director. Here you have to form cyanide meta position. That's why it requires multiple steps. Here you have to learn two important things. One is benzene formation. If you have bromine in the benzene with hydrogen atom, you might think of benzene formation. Second thing is OMe group. OMe group behave like CF3 in benzene condition. So the attack is always favor on third position, not on the second position. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is 5-member and 6-member ring, which is a fused system with alkene. You have 2 dimethyl group in the penta ring. They ask you to find the product. First they are doing the Voss analysis, then they are using the base. They ask you to find the reaction. 4 products are given. 4 products are like methyl group is switched there, where the methyl groups are positioned. It is in the 5-member ring or in the 6-member ring or where the ketone is placed, whether the ketone is on 5-member or 6-member. So from the reactant to question you might realize definitely ring opening is occur and further it closed. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal, you are having alkene in the fused carbon. You are doing Voss analysis. What really happened is Voss analysis converts C double bond C into C double bond O, the direct conversion. So the ring is open there. Then you are using aqueous NaOH. Aqueous NaOH abstract the proton, which is the stabilized one. Here proton form on the 6-member. Why? Because 5-member contain electron donating methyl. It will destabilize it. So anion is formed. It attacks the carbonyl in the opposite side. So it attacks, you have the ring closer there. It form new 5-member ring. So you have alcohol. You have the possibility of conjugation. So what really happens is H2O eliminated. The driving force is conjugation. So if you redraw nicely, it's a 6-member and 5-member ring. But the answer is twisted. So we redraw again, you get the product D. Here you have to learn two important things. One is Voss analysis. Voss analysis open the ring. Convert C double bond C into C double bond O. Second thing is interaldol condensation. Interaldol condensation dictated by the stable anion. Then the question number 5. They are asking the starting material. They are using the reagent NaNO2 and HCl. The product is 5-member ring with tertiary butyl above the plane, aldehyde below the plane. They given 4 reactant. 4 reactant divided by amine and alcohol position, whether both are cis or both are trans or both are cis in equatorial or axial equatorial. So there are the 4 possibilities. So from the reactant to product you might guess the ring contraction definitely the possibility and the stereochemistry of product is important here. The answer is B as well as C. Let us see how. Let us see the B reaction first. The starting metal you are having amine and you are using NaNO2 and HCl. It converts N2+. It's a kind of diacetization. The N2+ is a charged species. It has to be quant. The trans is methylene group is there. What really happens is methylene group moves and assists the N2 leaving, so the ring is contracted. But while leaving, the cation is formed there. The cation has to be quenched. The cation quenched does the ketone there. So you have the product nicely, which is the desired product, tertiary butyl above and carbonyl below. Let us see the C condition, which is the second possibility. NH2 is there, again you are converting into N2 plus using NaNO2 and HCl. The N2 plus again have trans resistance, the ring is contracted, you have cation formation. So the cation is formed, it has to be quenched as the ketone the same way. The product is same like previous one, which is tertiary butyl above, aldehyde is below. Here the driving force for ring contraction is charge quenching. Second thing is N2 group should be on equatorial for the trans resistance. Other reactants N2 is in axial form, it don't have any possibility. Here you have to learn two important things. One is N2 elimination. N2 is the very good leaving group. It need a trigger and trans resistance. Here it has trans methylene group, it migrates. Second thing is charge quenching. If you have cation near alcohol, it quenched as ketone there. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.